Olá, boa noite. Eu sou o Biribó, hoje com o vídeo 2 de Syberia 3. Ontem, os Yukol, na sua migração de cada 50 anos com as avestruzes até a região em que elas se reproduzem, encontraram Kate Walker numa praia praticamente morta. A xamã a salvou e depois a entregou no hospital da cidade para recuperação. Um mês depois, ela despertou do coma, mas a médica doutora Olga Efimova não quer deixar que ela saia. Vimos uma comunicação da doutora Olga com alguém que parece oficial do exército e que diz para ela não deixar Kate Walker sair até a chegada dele. Não sabemos que plano é esse. Quem chefia a migração, o Yukol Kirk, perdeu a perna num acidente e também está com Kate Walker no hospital. Ele depende dela para pegar a prótese para que ele possa voltar a chefiar a expedição. Se ele não chefiar, simplesmente acaba a tradição milenar dos Yukol acompanhando as avestruzes. Que ela acordou depois de ser sedada pela doutora Olga. O pássaro já voltou com a chave. A Carol voltou com a chave descabelada. Chave de saída consertada.
Kate Walker.
Kirk! How do you feel?
Not very well, I'm afraid.
This situation can't go on, Kirk. So what can I do to help you get out?
The best thing, Kate Walker, is for you to go alone. And if you really want to help me, once you are outside, go to Valsambor and try to recover my prosthesis from the craftsman. If you bring it back to me, Dr. Zamiatin will put it on, and I will be able to go back to my tribe.
Can we trust Dr. Zamiatin? I'm not so sure when I see what this clinic is like.
The man has always been a friend to the Ukols, and I'm sure he'll be able to help you leave the hospital and find the craftsman in Valsambor.
Okay. I promise to come back as soon as I can with your prosthesis, Kirk. Until then, hang in there.
Thank you, Kate Walker. And may the spirits be with you.
Pelo menos não teve que fazer de novo todo aquele trabalho de pentear os cabelos da chave. Entendeu tudo? Tudo escrito em russo. Vamos embora, então. Partimos agora? E o sistema de opções tem algumas diferenças mesmo. O vídeo...
That's bad luck. I missed the last funicular. Do you know why Dr. Efimova locked down the clinic?
Mention of a safety measure from what I heard. Apparently 1 or 2 patients were wandering about.
But I've finished work. What can I do until the funicular is running again? I wanted to go to the tavern for lunch. Today's the day when that cute Sarah Steiner is working.
I'm afraid they don't actually need a reason, my friend. You're primed and ready for overtime. And it's good timing. Dr. Mangling told me he was going to need help upstairs, with a difficult patient.
Trapped.
Trancada a saída pro funicular. E essa senhora aqui, não posso conversar com ela?
But it's completely crazy. They closed everything down, just like that.
É tudo trancado. Doutora Olga Efimova deu ordem de trancar o funicular. Agora nem os enfermeiros podem sair do hospital. Mas como eu estava dizendo, tem diferenças nas opções que faz. É o vídeo que eu estava acompanhando para conferir se eu tinha deixado passar alguma coisa. A moça escolheu que a Kate Walker, em vez de desafiar a doutora, dizia, então está bom, eu vou sair enquanto a senhora cuida do Kirk. Então ela fica lá fora, na sala de espera, a doutora Olga aplica as injeções e depois diz que voltará a se encontrar com a Kate. Mas não tem a briga delas e nem a Kate fica sedada. Mas presumo que no resto não há diferença no andamento da história. E eu tenho feito a Kate Walker, mas sem paciência, né? Kate Walker pistola. Geralmente ela diz a verdade, mas não muito paciente quando fazem bobagem lá. Aquele doutor que usou aqueles métodos medievais de interrogatório, ela desafiou, e a doutora Olga, com aquela arrogância toda, aquele autoritarismo, ela também desafiou. Né? Entrou pelo cano, mas foi a minha opção.
Excuse me.
Yes?
I would like to leave this clinic. Would you mind telling me where the exit is, please?
Well, usually I'd have told you to go over to the other side of the courtyard to take the funicular that goes down to Valsenborg. But it seems Dr. Efimova has shut off the entire clinic for security reasons. The funicular has been stopped until further orders.
I see. Pretty gloomy clinic. It could do with a bit of human warmth.
It used to be the fortress of the Dukes of Valsenborg, the ancient rampart standing against invasions from the east. The inhabitants of Valsenborg took refuge here and often escaped the besiegers through mysterious secret passages.
When did it become a clinic?
That was 20 years ago, thanks to Dr. Zamiatine.
Ah, então tem passagens secretas aí.
I'm looking for Dr. Zamiatine.
He's in his office. You'll find it in the small corridor back there, the first door on your left.
Thank you for all that information. I'll be going now.
Maybe you should head on back to your room and wait until they say the funicular is fixed and back in service.
I'll think about it. Goodbye.
No doutor.
Ah, hello, Miss Walker. How very delightful to see you up and about. Even if I really have to admit that I'm a bit surprised. Our dear Dr. Olga painted a far darker picture of your current state of health.
Ela está louca.
Perhaps you should go upstairs more often to check on the condition of your patients, Doctor. You would see for yourself what Olga and Dr. Mangling are putting them through.
Good Lord. What do you mean?
You need to understand that Olga isn't the virtuous doctor that you seem to think. That woman spends all her time looking for unbelievable problems in her patients and makes diagnoses that she justifies through bizarre tests with systematically skewed results. And that's not to mention the treatment she's putting poor Kirk through.
Listen to me, Miss Walker. I know that waking up after a prolonged period in a coma is difficult. In such a context, anxiety attacks are very normal. But please, do not project it onto Dr. Olga. I'm not getting any younger, you know, and running this clinic is a very heavy burden. The last few years, Olga has shown she is capable of assisting me. I have every faith in her.
I'm not having an anxiety attack, Doctor. When I asked Olga to let me leave, she drugged me.
I know. Olga has informed me of the incident. According to her, you were unfortunately very aggressive and disturbed, and she had to inject a tranquilizer. Dr. Mangoling spoke to me about your violent tendencies.
But...
The subject is closed, Miss Walker.
E o Kirk disse que
Please
esse cara
tell
é
me
legal.
about that pendant you have around your neck. I must admit I noticed it as soon as you walked in.
It belonged to Oscar, a friend who passed away.
I understand, Miss Walker. I myself have borne the weight of grief for decades now. Wearing a token from someone dear to you is a natural thing.
Dr. Zamiatine, I promised Kirk I'd go to the craftsman in Valsambor and bring back his mechanical prosthesis. The poor boy has been waiting for it for ages, so I'd like to try to speed up the process. Would you tell me how to get there?
Now there's a truly noble initiative, Miss Walker. I asked my clockmaker friend Simon Steiner to manufacture the young Yukol's mechanical prosthetic leg. He's a capable craftsman and ingenious. You'll find him in his workshop, near the Valsambor port. I imagine he must almost be finished with his work by now. He makes amazing things. You'll see.
Can you authorize my release so that I can see Dr. Steiner? Unfortunately, I've been told that the clinic is in lockdown.
You will have to ask Dr. Olga, Miss Walker. She signed the current order to lock our establishment down. She's in charge of giving out the passes.
Ele nunca vai saber
This
a
book should
verdade.
answer any of the questions you may have about our Yukol's friends. Farewell and bon voyage, Miss Walker.
I get the impression that the Yukos aren't much liked around here.
Indeed. It would seem that most of the inhabitants of Valsambor are now quite hostile towards them. This wasn't the case a while back, you know. When I was young, the migration of the snow ostriches was an event widely welcomed with open arms in Valsambor.
Why the change in attitude?
Our region was actually somewhat devastated 20 years ago. Dramatic events changed the way people viewed the world. The people turned inward on themselves. They are less welcoming. And the fact that the Yukols have been stuck here, next to Lake Valsambor for several weeks, hasn't helped.
How many ostrich migrations have you seen?
This is the third one. I'm lucky to have seen so many of them. It's a rare spectacle. Believe me, the great herd of ostriches accompanied by the Yukols, doomed to blindly follow their animals wherever they happen to roam. And they don't care about countries, wars, and borders.
You seem to like the Yukos, Dr. Zamiatine.
They are a fascinating people, you know, and such astonishing medicine infused with shamanism. Without which, no doubt, you would have never arrived in this clinic alive, Miss Walker.
Why did the Yukos ask you to heal Kirk?
On each of their migrations, the Yukol shamans and I have exchanged medical knowledge. Their trance therapy and materia medica have provided astounding results for my patients affected by psychological afflictions. In exchange, I do what I can to take care of those injured that they can't heal using their traditional medicine. Like, that poor boy who lost his leg.
It's really necessary for me to ask Olga's permission to leave? You're the director of this clinic, after all.
Olga is my right-hand woman. I can't keep her uninvolved in current matters, Miss Walker. She is also currently your doctor. You should really talk with her about it. She isn't as evil as you seem to believe. You'll find her in her office, most probably.
Não tem nada para pegar em lugar nenhum aqui.
The American is awake. You must hurry, Colonel.
How is she doing?
Miss Walker is rather restless. I had to administer a tranquilizer, but I'm afraid I won't be able to keep her here for very long, Colonel. She is very quickly going to become a problem.
Kate Walker will always represent a problem for us, and also for our cause, Dr. Olga Efimova.
I can use methods that are more... how should I put it? Medical.
No, not for the moment. That isn't a very good idea. I want her back in good condition. And what about the tribe of nomads?
Just like the past 2 years, Lake Valsambor hasn't frozen over, so the herd can't cross the ice. They're stuck here. And also, their young guide is still in our control. If everything goes as planned, soon the Yukuls will have no choice but to go back home. Especially as I have a plan to speed things up.
Fine.
There's also the American detective, Colonel. He should be arriving soon.
Let him meet with Miss Walker if that's what he wants to do. No point alarming him just yet. But when all is said and done, we're the ones who are handling the young woman's case. No American is going to come here and tell us what to do.
What? Where did she go?
Alguma passagem secreta, né? Os e-mails da Olga, coronel falando com ela. Mas muito difícil de ler. Me confirmaram que a americana é subversiva. É uma histérica por natureza e meteu na cabeça acompanhar um velho lunático a uma... Não dá para ler, tá muito ruim. Ou minha visão tá muito ruim também, pode ser. E agora o Cantin, o detetive que o escritório do Marson colocou no encalço da Kate Walker, também está entrando em contato com a Olga Efimova. E eu vou perder a história porque eu não consigo ler, porque além de estar com uma letra muito pequena, fica esse efeito de tela antiga de computador fazendo linhas. Psiquiatra Dr. Helmut Mangoling, esse que atendeu a Kate e a interrogou, né?
Hello, Miss Efimova. I'm here to see you too. Kate Walker, it really is you. What a coincidence. I've been looking for you for weeks.
Mr. Canton, I presume?
Ah, I see that my reputation precedes me. Miss Efimova must have told you I was coming.
No, I just now learned of your existence, Mr. Canton. A while ago, my employer in New York informed me that he was going to stick a detective on my back.
I don't like to boast, but I'm the best detective on the East Coast. Never a problem with me. I've been asked to bring you back home safe and sound, Miss Walker. I should be in Valsambor in a few hours.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Mr. Canton. I'm sure that finding me hasn't been easy.
Oh my God, you have no idea.
I'm afraid this might upset you, but I'm not planning on going back to the United States for the moment, Mr. Canton.
To be honest, you don't really have a choice. The U.S. Justice Department is looking for you, and I even have an international arrest warrant for you, Miss Walker. Who'd have thought?
The feds are looking for me? But what's the charge? I've done nothing wrong.
Embezzlement! Apparently you took off with a contract for the sale of the Clockwork Toy Factory in Vorarlberg. And you took advantage of the seller's senility. You're even suspected of being responsible for the death of one of them, a Mr. Hans Vorarlberg, the last heir authorized to sign contracts with the company you represented. That's not negligible. You know, Miss Walker.
This is completely ridiculous. And as far as I know, you aren't authorized to represent the Justice Department in this country. You're just a detective. So you'll have to put up with it, Mr. Canton. I'm not going back to New York with you. So leave me alone.
Wait, Miss Walker. Please be reasonable.
Goodbye, Mr. Canton.
Ela é advogada, o cara achou que iria enganá-la. O que tem lá? Uma campainha? Uma descarga? Ah, eu tenho que apertar o botão do mouse e puxar. Não é só clicar. Tem que destravar aqui esses pinos para depois acertar o desenho. Será o desenho da Lula que tinha lá no e-mail? Agora, de cima para baixo, azul, verde, azul, vermelho, vermelho. Azul, verde, azul, vermelho, vermelho, né? Falei. A Bá falou que podiam não ter gostado desse jogo porque não tinha o Oscar. Acho que em grande parte ela tem razão, sim, não especificamente pelo Oscar, mas pelo mundo de invenções do Hans Vorarlberg, de autômatos e máquinas, porque agora fica uma história só de seres humanos normais, né? Alguns mais avançados tecnologicamente e outros não tanto.
Charming.
Hurry up.
Yes, Dr. Elfimova. I'm doing whatever I can. Get this damn tap open in the end, you'll see. That's it.
Well, that should convince the Yukol scum to strike camp and go back where she came from. Come on, Helmet. Let's not hang about here.
Yes, of course, Dr. Efimova.
Pondo algum produto químico na água que vai para o acampamento. Yukol.
This thing is stuck. You've got to be kidding. I have to get rid of this chain. Fast.
Tem que soltar o barco dessa corrente. E rápido, diz ela. Tinha alguma coisa com ação pra cá. Tudo trancado.
Hydrochloric acid.
Ácido clorídrico. Então pega isso pra...
Too dangerous without some kind of receptacle underneath.
tem que carregar em alguma coisa. Pra derreter a corrente. Pra cá. Lata de gasolina vazia, mas se o ácido vai dissolver a corrente de aço, não vai dissolver um galão de gasolina? Uma lata de gasolina? Eu esqueço o botão direito do mouse e sai da cena, não abre o inventário. Olha, ela faz isso, mas também tem que ser rápida, então, para usar. Não é para lá, para cá onde está a corrente. Essa. com emoção. Nathan Drake. Passou a represa. Naquela represa que ela vai ter que segurar, filtrar o aço.
Miss Catwalk! Piu piu piclacalaca!
Piu piu piccola calata.
Engenemuk! Tuk tuk! Bicolet! Miss Catwalk? Sen venu tuk 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 tuk! Meneer Buruth!
I wanted to warn you. Your ostriches mustn't drink the river water. It's important. They can get really sick.
Buruth still find way to keep some. But snow ostriches always want and need much water. Or they get very sick too.
Try to hold them back as long as possible. There must be a way to filter the river water.
Unganemuk. But Miss Catwalk, go quickly.
Miss Kate Walker.
Hello, ma'am.
Da! You remember me, Miss Kate Walker. Me, ayahuasca. Great Yukul shaman. Me go there and find you somewhere there in the world of the spirits.
So you're the one I owe my life to, Madame Ayahuasca. It's you who cared for me before taking me to the doctors in the Valsambor clinic. I don't know how I can ever thank you.
Tuk girl. Miss Kate Walker go clean river water right up there. Since she traveled long time in magic world, spirits now her friends. They will show her the right path.
Very well. If you say that the spirits are going to give me a hand, I'll try to do that.
Ela disse lá no alto, né?
Ladies and gentlemen of the spirit world, if you want to show me the way, now's the time.
Ali onde tem a roda d'água.
Just had to ask, I guess. This gauge is obviously for measuring the water flow from the dam.
estão todas fechadas. Mas todas fechadas não adianta, né? Onde está a Bá quando se precisa numa questão de engenharia? Além de tudo, você tem que adivinhar que funciona o ângulo de 45 graus.
Bairtla, Miss Ketwalk. Thanks you and spirits. Ostriches saved.
Be careful all the same, Mr. Barut. The dam filtering the water may not hold very long.
Sa! Yukos leave here fast to make sure Ostrich is safe. But not possible without Kirk. Him our guide.
I just came from the clinic. Kirk and I shared a room.
Sa! How going, Kirk?
He's fine. Don't worry, Mr. Barut.
Took. So why him not come back with you?
It's taking a while to finish his artificial leg. It would seem.
No, Kirk. Yukos cannot leave here. So ostriches want continue journey without Yukos. Can't keep ostriches here very long. Ostriches cross Lake Valsambor alone. And then eaten by lake spirits. Took.
The ostriches crossing the lake, so that has to be a part of the migration?
Tuk Tuk. Baranur, on other side of lake, is path of sacred plains. Ostriches lay eggs in hot sand on sacred plains. But lake, not anymore frozen, so not be able cross.
Listen, Mr. Barut. Do your best to calm your ostriches while I go to Valsambor. I promised Kirk to go get his prosthesis and bring it back to him.
Bartla Tuk. Miss Ketwalk, you friend of Yukos.
I'm going to speak with the shaman now.
Ayahuasca will be very happy. See Miss Ketwalk. She go with you and around you a lot in world of spirits, so they free you. You not die because of her.
What a strange sculpture. Looks like a kind of octopus or squid. Sinister.
Miss Kate Walker. You have good news?
To be honest, nothing great. Kirk, your young guide, is in the hands of Olga Efimova. That woman has the director of the clinic, Dr. Zamiatin, under her thumb. She also seems to be in tight with a shady soldier. These people hate you, Ayahuasca. They can't stand your way of life. They're the ones who poisoned your ostrich's water. I think they're also holding up Kirk's prosthesis to keep him in the clinic and stop you from continuing your migration.
People not like Yukos now. Yukos out of date. If Yukos without guide, not able continue great voyage. Return to north and never leave again. And then ostriches die.
Well, hold on. We're not at that stage yet. I promised Kirk I'd go to Valsambor to bring back his mechanical leg.
Took. Magic leg not only problem for Yukos.
What's the other problem?
Ayahuasca sees bad spirits everywhere on long road for Yukos. Now many very, very bad spirits on lake and also after. Baranor very dangerous. Bad luck everywhere. Ayahuasca very, very scared.
There may be another way to cross the lake instead of waiting for it to freeze. I'll find out when I visit Valsambor.
Why Miss Kate Walker decide to do all this for us?
Without the Yukos, I would have died of cold and hunger next to a Siberian river. It's only natural I should give you a hand in return.
Look! So Miss Kate Walker decide accompany Yukos on great journey?
We'll see. First, I have to go to Valsambor. But like you, I seem to be a prisoner in this camp.
Yukos not have right to go to Valsambor now. Miss Kate Walker like them. Now she must find pass so that she able to leave here.
Strange the lake taking so long to freeze. This must be a consequence of global warming.
Bad spirits at bottom of lake make water very hot. Really nasty bad spirits everywhere now.
Where can I find a pass so I can leave the camp?
Before, Yukos could make use of pass machine in cabin at camp exit. But authorities decide break it in small pieces, so now we cannot use. Miss Kate Walker should ask client tourists in Valsambor.
I was told about everything your tribe did for me when you found me. Thank you so much.
Miss Kate Walker cured. That's what counts. Job of ayahuasca.
I'm going to try to find the pass that you told me about.
Miss Kate Walker, go quickly.
A hide. Must be for making clothing.
Perguntar para os turistas. Então os pequenos.
A town pass? You need to go to the town hall, young miss.
Ah, esse aí é fiscal também, não vai contar muito.
Sir, excuse me.
Hello, miss. You're not actually from here. I can hear it. What on earth is a young American doing in our beautiful land? Business? Or perhaps tourism?
Oh, it's a long story, believe me.
I see. In any event, you must try and visit our town. You know, Valsambor is very charming this season. And may I suggest you drop by my tavern? It's the best restaurant in town.
Unfortunately, I don't have a pass to get into Valsambor. You wouldn't know how I can get one, would you?
Wow, that can get complicated. You have to get a pass from the Valsambor Town Hall. And to do that, you need a pass to get there first.
So I'm stuck here?
Maybe not. This is my wife's pass. She's not well, so she couldn't come with me. The document is perfectly valid, except she forgot to get it stamped at the town hall.
And that's a problem?
I'm afraid so. Without the stamp, the document is worthless. Not that long ago, you just needed to get it officially stamped at the police checkpoint, over there at the camp gate. But there hasn't been anybody there since the town decided to come down hard on the U-calls.
So this pass is useless?
Not necessarily. You need to add a stamp that looks like the official Valsambor seal. The police aren't that sharp-sighted around here, I have to admit. Anyway, I didn't say a word. Good luck, miss. And don't forget to drop by my tavern when you're in Valsambor.
De carimbo com ele. Ela vai subir aí na casa dos outros. Um avestruz
What a
mágico.
pretty pattern. If only I had the time to take a little nap.
Pudesse só descansar os olhos. Velas. Não sei porquê, mas... Já que estava dando sopa lá pelo simples prazer de delinquir.
What odd clothes you're wearing there, young lady.
Já fez um amigo. Então, em algum momento, para algum lugar aqui, ela vai atrás do passo.
Stop! You may not pass.
May I ask why not?
Miss, as the inopportune loitering of the Yukon nomads in town was proving to be disturbing the tranquility of the inhabitants, Mayor Bulakin has ordered access to Valsambor to henceforth be restricted to those presenting a duly stamped pass, which confers the authorization to access said town.
What disturbing impact on tranquility could the Yukos be accused of?
Degradation of the public infrastructure, petty theft, shoplifting, begging, the entire felonious panoply typical of such a person.
And do you have any formal proof against them?
Without a pass, you shall not pass.
Vou dar uma de Kate
The
Walker
pass to the
sem
town.
braço aqui.
This pass is not valid. It has not been stamped with a Valsambor town stamp.
Do I really need a pass?
Indispensable. So cease arguing and keep moving.
A checkpoint for the municipal employees.
Coisa, a casa. Um posto de fronteira.
A stamp. Looks like something's missing, though. There's a shape ingrained in the leather.
Talvez mostrando isso pro ferreiro ele faça um selo. A esponja sem tinta.
Only the stamp is missing. How practical.
Só falta o selo. Tudo aí a gente já viu como funciona. Agora temos que providenciar um carimbo para pôr o selo.
Stamps. But not one is the right shape, of course.
Só tem selos mal feitos aqui.
Great ostriches always need lots of attention. Lots.
Hello.
Unukmak, Miss Catwalk. Need something from Forge?
Well, yes, I do. I need a stamp that has the same shape as the Valsambor seal and that I can use with the press at the camp gate.
Complicated. Need model. Tuk tuk. You have that, Miss Catwalk?
Tenho modelo.
Miss Catwalk, bring much junk for Smith? Complicated. Smith also need wax for mold.
Ah, era pra isso a vela, então.
Miss Catwalk, bring much junk for Smith? Good junk. Stamp ready in not long time.
Pronto, já tenho o selo. Agora tem que achar tinta ou algo parecido. Para poder imprimir o selo.
So that's the famous lake that won't freeze anymore.
O lago que tem que congelar para as avestruzes passarem. Ah, água de lula aqui. Água preta.
A squid lying in a puddle of ink. Poor creature.
É, a tinta do polvo. Esponja empapada de tinta. Acho que agora temos tudo para imprimir. Pensei que tinha um lugar para arrumar o documento ali. Mais para cima, mais para baixo.
I have to find a way to attach the stamp or it'll fall out again.
Devo fazer o quê? Eu não entendi o que ela falou, foi muito rápido. Ah, prender ali o selo, é isso? Que era isso? Tinha que molhar na tinta, agora carimbar. Passe oficial.
Hello, Miss Walker. Very happy to finally catch up with you.
Mr. Canton, what on earth do you want?
To take you back home, whether you like it or not. Come on, give me your hands, please.
I'm not going with you. Do you hear? Leave me alone.
You're alone here without friends or acquaintances, and you have nowhere to go, Miss Walker. So be reasonable. Turn around and hold out your hands. Don't make me use force to restrain you. Mr. Marston? Finally, I have her. Yes, she is safe and sound. I have Miss Walker under control. I'll keep you informed of our progress. It'll take a day or two at most. I suppose there are a few procedural obstacles to overcome before we can leave the country.
Listen, all these things I'm accused of are completely untrue. Hans's murder, embezzlement, it's nonsense. And while we're wasting time here, I can't help the Ukels. And believe me, they really need it.
I am not your enemy, Miss Walker. If you haven't done anything like you say, it's in your interest to go back and defend yourself in court. There's nothing left for you to do here anyway. Not everyone here is your friend in these parts, I'm afraid.
Nothing personal, you understand, Mr. Canton. But I'm not leaving with you. There's no way.
I don't think you really have a choice.
Oh, we'll see about that.
Help! Help! Help me!
My God, Miss Walker! Shut up, will you? Don't make me gag you.
Good luck, Mr. Detective.
God, I don't believe it! Yes, yes, I thought I heard someone shouting too. No, it didn't come from here. More like the other side. Over there. Follow me.
Quick! I have to get free and get out of here while Canton is busy. That's no use to me. Useless. It didn't break. God, I need to find something else.
Inventário ela não pode usar, não?
Free at last! All right, let's get out of here before Canton comes back. I was just calling you for help. Why didn't you come? You are police officers, aren't you?
I have my orders, and they're not to intervene in the affairs of the American detective. The order came from up high, you know. And besides, my officially designated duty here is to make sure that only people with a proper pass may have access to the town. The rest isn't one of my official assignments, miss.
I see. Your spirit of initiative does you proud. I'd still like to go back to Valsambor now.
Without a pass, you shall not pass. Miss Walker! No, wait! I have an arrest warrant for this woman. Arrest her! Oh! My pass! Give it back to me! Immediately, you hear?
Manivela. Chegamos em Valsambor. Então hoje vamos parando por aqui. O Exou Biribó, agradecendo a presença, o apoio, as dicas, a torcida, desejando boa noite, até amanhã. Por enquanto eu fui.